right. Oh God, I'm like real boob-tastic today, and I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. So I'm gonna do two vlogs, and I know you're like, Achan, didn't you say you're being Philadelphia? Shouldn't you be on your way to Philadelphia? I should, but in Europe, this is gonna be my general vlog. I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do video game one and a general one. And I'm gonna try to keep them short, both of them. So this is the general portion of today, and yeah, I was supposed to be traveling today, but Thursday evening or afternoon, something like that, I get an email from Lufthansa like, oh, your first flight at 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday has been canceled. And I'm like, the fuck? So, you know what? Maybe that was Wednesday. Either way, got an email from Lufthansa. First flight was canceled, and they're like, well, we'll let you know what's happening. So, I think that was Wednesday. So, Thursday comes around, and I'm like, I still hadn't heard from Lufthansa, and I'm starting to I get antsy about stuff very easily. So, basically, I called them Thursday evening and was like, my flight was canceled, and I never heard anything. So they set me up. They were like, yeah, there's been a lot of, I don't know I know in the US there's been issues with staffing, but there was an issue with the staff, and that's why that first flight this morning was canceled. So basically they were like, we'll have to put you on another flight. And then the lady was like, well, I can get you on a flight for Sunday. And I was just like, but I have to take a COVID test yesterday. And she was like, well, and I was just like, it's whatever. Just book me for Sunday and it's fine. So come to find out, I didn't even need a COVID test. Starting Sunday, the day that I leave, apparently the US finally relented, because every time I've gone to the US, I've had to have a COVID test. And I don't know if y'all know this, but I hate shit going in my nose. Switching gears, I fucking hate stuff going in my nose. It's bad. It's so bad anytime I've had to take a COVID test. Okay, it's bad. I'll put it to you this way. In movies, when people snort cocaine, you see how I am right now? It screams me out. I'm like screamed out. I'm super I get, not sketchy, but I get like, ugh, when people snort cocaine in movies. So I don't like shit going in my nose. One time, this was when I was still living in Florida, right? I had the lady that I went to the doctor. I had an appointment to go to the doctor anyway, but I was sick as shit. When I went, I drove sick as a fucking dog. This is pre-COVID years. I drove sick as a dog to the doctor's office, and the nurse was like, you look kind of weird. And I was like, well, I think I have a fever. I had a high-ass fever. I think I had a fever of like 101. She was like, how the hell are you like walking around and driving and stuff? I was like, I don't even know. She was like, well, let me see if you have the flu, which is a swab up your nose test. I was so sketched out. Every time she tried to come at me with the swab thing, I was like moving off bed. She literally had to back me into a corner and hold my face at the same time as she swabbed, and I'm still like, no, like screaming, and like, not screaming, but like I was still like, So yeah, I don't like things going in my nose. So every fucking time I've had to go to the US, anytime since I've been in Germany, that I've had to go back to the United States, I've had to have a COVID test. There's only been one other time before this time where they did not jam the stick into my nose, and I had to constantly try to apologize in the fucked up bad German that I have, that I do not like things going in my nose. There was only one time, I think that time that I came in November, and that lady was real nice, and she was like, okay, I won't put it in your nose, I'll put it down your throat. And I was like, okay, I'll take that. You know it's bad if I'm willing to have them jam a swab down my throat before in my nose. And the lady today, shout out to that nice lady at the Eco Care in Stanam an Mer, or Stanam an Mer, yeah, at the Coughlin at Stanam an Mer. I'm probably pronouncing that all fucked up. But shout out to that lady. She was mad nice. She dealt with my bad non-speaking German ass. Like, she asked me some stuff, and I actually understood what she meant when she asked me each has a name or something like that. What is your name? I understood her when she asked me that, and I answered it correctly. But then she started like super talking German. I was like, I don't know what you're saying. And she was like, oh, you speak English? And I was like, yes, I'm sorry. And she's like, I speak a little bit of English. My English isn't good. I'm like, my English, like my German is probably worse than your English. So we made it work. She was real nice. Shout out to that lady. Thank you for being so kind. Thank you for putting the thing in my mouth and swabbing down my throat, because I can handle that. And yes, I am COVID free. So even though I didn't have to take the test, I took the test. I'm COVID negative, which is good because I did just come back from Spain, although Spain has very high vaccination, because I think it was mandatory in Spain. It should be mandatory everywhere. Fuck people and their dumbass feelings. It's like, this is a respiratory disease that will kill you if left untreated. It will fucking kill you. So I don't know why people want to be dicking around. Like, no, fuck that. It should just be mandatory. So if you're not taking, you know how I feel about it. You're not taking a vaccine, you are the problem. You're not part of the problem. You are the definition of the problem. So, but I said all of that to say, yeah, I'm supposed to have gone. Things got all stupid and whatever. I mean, I understand there's been a lot of staffing things with travel lately. I think it's because people are like, it's been 2 years, almost 3, since the whole COVID situation started. People have been trapped in their houses, in their neighborhoods, and people are like, I want to see the world again. So everybody kind of just like, it's like weird, like, I gotta travel. If I don't travel, I'm gonna die. And it's like, you're not gonna die, you're just gonna be, I don't fucking know. But there was a problem. They moved me to the Sunday flight, which was actually better because my mom is performing with my old opera company in Philadelphia, and their first show was tonight, so she wouldn't have been able to pick me up from the airport. So it weirdly works out, but you know how it is. So apart from all of those things, yes, I'll be traveling tomorrow back to Philadelphia, and I'm despite how cheerful I am, you see my eyes look kind of glassy and weird. I've been kind of on the border of crying all day. I always get a little weirdly emotional anytime I have to travel, especially when I have to travel, mostly when I have to travel by myself. I do not like to fly. It scares me. And then being in a plane for like 9 hours, 9.5 hours, it's a lot. And I just don't like it, but there's no alternative for it. So I kind of have to suck it up and deal with it. And then like having to go back to Philadelphia to get fucking surgery for something that's not going to pan out. It's also playing bad with my emotions today. So I am hyper emotional. Like, I was watching something dumb and it made me cry. And if you know me on a personal level, you know I don't cry at anything. In fact, y'all actually on this channel know I don't cry like that. It's like I just be choking it down like, no, cry is not solving this. Don't you dare fucking cry. Not today. I was like I think I was playing Fishdom or something like that, or like Home Scrapes is what I call it. It was something. I was playing something, and like I think it was the one with the fish, and the fish said something to me, and I was like starting to cry a little bit. It's just bad. So I'm like super wackily emotional today because I hate traveling. I hate traveling by myself, and I don't want to do this surgery, but in order to get everything said, done, and cleared out, I have to do the surgery. At a minimum, at the bare damn minimum, I have to do this surgery so they'll do the implantation. And I'm sorry, I just don't feel optimistic about it. So it's just like, get this done so I don't have to pay the money that I'm paying in like embryo storage forever. So it could just be out of my damn life and I could just move on. I don't expect that I'm gonna have children. So, and I've been playing with the idea of starting a separate channel for me about that, but I don't want to focus on that. Like, where I focus my attention on that is actually on Reddit. their infertility community on Reddit and the miscarriage community on Reddit and slash child free after IVF has been immensely, like, I can't even tell you how helpful it's been, because this is a topic most people don't understand and they don't know how to help you through it, especially if you've had kids. People don't know how to react, which is fine. It's a horrible situation that I don't expect anybody to truly understand unless you've been through it. So but that is where I get, like, I don't post a lot on any of those communities. I post very, very occasionally if there's something I feel like I can help with, but they have actually been the greatest source of comfort to me. Because I was talking to my husband and like, he's like, well, why are you on that? Well, doesn't that make you sad? And I'm like, no, it's been very helpful, because a lot of the things that the people on there go through, I have either gone or am actively going through. And to see that, okay, I'm not crazy, I'm not irrational, I'm not overly emotional. This is how this is the things that make this circumstance difficult. Other people have gone through this, and you feel like you're not alone. And there's something real wonderful about not feeling like alone in a circumstance that the majority of the population don't understand at all. So that's been a great source of comfort to me. But while I'm on the path to child-free after in vitro, I know I still have to go through this stupid fucking fertilization bullshit after this surgery mess heals up. And I'm just like, just get, I don't even really want to do the surgery, but I'll just get it done so I don't have to pay $800. Actually, now it's like $800 in Pennsylvania, and then like $180 every quarter for Florida. It used to be $60 a month. They just make you do it in quarters now, and I'm just like, whatever that is, my brain can't do math. Barely does math on a regular day, let alone a day I'm super emotional. So what the fuck is in my pocket? My butt pocket. Oh, these things. I got these from the grocery store. I have no idea what they are or what they say. So it's like some scratch-offs. I want some German scratch-offs. So I don't even know. It's like, du liebst Spaß? I don't know. I'm not gonna fuck up your language. I am so sorry. I do not speak German. This is some German scratch-off things that I got from not Kleinmark. What is the name of it? Coughlins. That's the grocery store. So you see the Coughlins logo? Yeah, so this is some scratch-offs. I don't know what the fuck these are for. My husband handed these to me after we left the grocery store. It was like, translate these. I'm like, only word I know on here is einfach, which means easy. So I don't know, but oh, good Lord. That took a turn. So I don't really want to spend too much time on this or these dumbass scratch-offs. So I'm going to end this here so I can talk about video games. But that did help. Thank you for letting me vent, because, oh, sweet humming fucking Jesus, I really don't want to do this surgery. But I don't have a choice if I want to get all of this said and done. I need it done so I can move on with my life and just, it'll be whatever. But we're going to talk about video games in a short minute, and I will see you at that short minute, all right? Later.